Hey guys, what's up? My name's Kenzie. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about negative friends and how to deal with them. Now, I'm sure we all have that one friend or person in our life that is always negative, always pessimistic, always looking for the bad in every situation. In fact, I used to be that person. There was a time in my life, probably like 6th or 7th grade, where I was just in a horrible place and I was just such a brat for no reason. And I just kind of brought everybody around me down, and I was super negative, and it wasn't fun for anybody involved. And on the flip side of that, I have had my fair share of friends or people close to me that are super negative, and being around them just makes me want to be negative. And before I get into this video, I just want to start by saying that I think everybody deserves a second chance, and everybody deserves to have a good friend in their life. Just because maybe they're in a bad spot and they're being super negative doesn't necessarily mean you should cut them off completely. If all of my friends and family would have cut me off when I was in a super bad negative place, then where would I be today? I'm so grateful that they all stuck with me and helped to pull me out of that bad place. So just keep that in mind while I share with you some of my tips for how to deal with negative friends. So the first thing that's important to keep in mind is to understand where this negativity is coming from and why they're being so negative. Chances are they're going through a really rough time at home or with school or with something in their life, and so they're just taking it out on you. Understanding where it's coming from and why people are being so negative is such an important part to being gracious towards people and trying to help them. And kind of feeding off that, the second thing I want to say is to be patient. I know it's hard, but try not to react when they're being super negative. Try not to just chew them out and get mad at them right away. Try to listen, try to be steady, try to be there for them, and if they just need someone to vent to, be that person. Try your best to ignore the bad things they say, and if at all possible, try to be the comic relief and the positive influence and bring them up. And kind of feeding off that, try to focus on your own positivity. Don't let their bad attitude affect yours. If you just focus on your own attitude, on having a good attitude, on being the positive one, then it'll be way easier and their bad attitude won't get to you as much. Just like being around a bunch of people that are super down and negative all the time can rub off on your mood, you being the one that's super positive and super uplifting can rub off on them. And sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes people are mean or rude or negative just to be rude or negative. So from that, I want to say, don't take it personally. People will always look for things to complain about. That's just human nature. Most people carry a big burden with them, and some people don't have people to talk about that with. So if you're that nice person in their life, it's probably going to feel like they're just dumping out all their garbage onto you. And like I said before, maybe something really hard is going on in their life, and so how they deal with that is just to turn that into negativity and dump it onto whoever will listen. If someone is being mean and negative towards you, it's probably not your fault. Just try to smile, be nice, and listen to them if they just need to vent to someone. And finally, if you've tried all these things and nothing seems to be changing, I would just say to set boundaries. I understand that all friendships and relationships can't always work out, and at the end of the day, if a friendship with someone that's being super negative is really just having a bad effect on you and changing the way that you think about yourself or the way that you think about the world, then I think that's okay to take a step back and reevaluate things. But I also want to say that I don't think this means necessarily cutting someone completely off. Try your very hardest to have a talk with them. Try to tell them how their attitude and how their actions are making you feel and how that's making it hard for you to be a good friend and to be around them. Maybe they'll listen to what you have to say, maybe they'll make some changes and your friendship can go back to the way it was, or maybe things will get worse, and that is when it's time to maybe take a step back and not spend as much time with that person. Maybe you can just check in with them, text them every once in a while, see how they're doing. Maybe you don't have to hang out with them as much as you were before. You can still invite them and be nice, but don't feel bad about setting boundaries if that friendship is really taking a toll on you. I know that it's hard. I get that you want to be nice and that you want to be a good friend, but there's also the other side of that where some relationships are just too much of one person draining you and you're not really getting much out of it. But also keep in mind that I was once a friend that was super negative and pessimistic, and my friends didn't give up on me. They stuck with me, and I'm so thankful, and now I'm in a much better place. So try your very hardest to be a good friend and to make the negative people more positive, but at the end of the day, if that doesn't work out, that's okay. Alright, so that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below suggesting what video I should do next week. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!